more than 1 million meals. And to not be in this building, but to be in Shields Arena or the Fargo Dome or somewhere bigger, and packing millions and millions of meals. And the only way we get to do that is if we have the money to do it. There is no magic money tree, right? There's no magic national donor. This event happens because the people in the Fargo, Moorhead, and Red River Valley give. So I need you to pray, because I know many of you have given, and we are very, very grateful for that. But we need you to pray, and we need you to help share the mission. Can you do that? Yeah? Because you never know when someone might be able to give, because it is literally the difference between life and death. So we're so grateful you guys came. We're so grateful for your time and your generosity, and we're going to pray over this box.
And a bunch of 4th and 5th graders here this morning. We had some of them fill out cards. What do you love about coming to Feed My Starving Children? Or coming on Fargo Pack? I pulled this one out. I've been carrying it around all day. Here's what it says. Everyone deserves to be fed a nutritious meal. From a 4th grader. I love what happens in Fargo, North Dakota. The kids' hearts from a young age are changed. They're putting their hands to work and feeding kids. So one more time, just thanks for being here. Give yourselves a hand. Yep. We're going to pray. I'm going to ask. This is not something you have to stay for, but it's an invitation if you want to stay and pray. We would love for you to join us. If you need to go, that's great. Thank you so much for being here. Please stop by the marketplace as you go. Find a kid's name that you can pray for, that you can pay for their food for a year. We'd love that. I'm going to invite those kiddos in the front row. Can you guys come up here and just surround this box for me? Put hands on it real quick. Come on up, little folks. For a number of boxes that you packed. 434 boxes. If there are 216 meals in every box, how many meals does that give us?
A lot.
A lot.
By the way, the person
Good math,
who
Elijah.
always says in this room, how many meals is that? The person who says a lot, I feel like you're really going places. That's the right answer, actually. There's no one who really knows that. 93,000 meals, 256. Let me just say this. How many of you ever had 93,000 people over for dinner? Right. In just shy of an hour of packing, you packed 93,000 meals. And here's what I want you to see above all else right here. 256 kids somewhere around the world will wake up for the next year and know, I don't have to go look for food, I'm going to get something to eat. So give yourselves a hand for that. That's pretty good. All right? If you've packed with us before, we want to give you a chance just to see firsthand and hear from our partners just how impactful this food is. Take a quick look at this short video.
Around the world, hunger kills one person every 4 seconds. But for a hungry child, there's one word that can change everything. Yes. Every dollar you give to Feed My Starving Children empowers us to say yes one more time. Yes to feeding a family who's lost everything in a disaster. Yes to a child going to school instead of off to work. Yes to a widow who thought her life was over. Yes to a single mom doing her best. Yes to breaking the cycle of poverty with sustainable work.
When you say yes to Feed My Starving Children, you are changing lives.
It's the best place where you can put your money and your time. It's helping Feed My Starving Children.
You are doing more than you can imagine.
Every single dollar you spend go to somebody's life.
Because what we are doing contribute to change life in a country like Haiti.
Your gift is beyond just money. We can never put a price to the food that we get from Feed My Starving Children because it's priceless. I can't put a price to it.
That behind every penny is a person. Behind every nickel is a name. Behind every dime is a destiny that you've impacted because you've given into the mission and the ministry and the heart of Feed My Starving Children to feed the hungry, the broken, the precious of the world.
You are changing the world. You are making an impact all over the world.
When you say yes to Feed My Starving Children, you are being partnered with me to feed the children that are hungry in this community.
From the bottom of our heart, please say yes to FMSC.
The need for food is the greatest we've ever seen. Around the world, hunger kills one person every 4 seconds. Who will you say yes to?
So what I want to say to you guys tonight is just thank you for saying yes. This last summer I was in Kenya. I had an opportunity in East Africa to take a truck full of food, and bring it to a community that's never seen our meals before. These kids come to the school, the only time they eat during the week is at the school. On the weekends they don't eat. There's no food in the community anywhere except at the school. When our food showed up, it was enough food in that truck to feed those kids in that school for the next 3 years. I want you to see this. This is a tag from a box of that food, and I had all the kids sign it, or as many as I could, that they got after my t-shirt. I bring this along with me to show you hunger has a name. I've seen firsthand these meals delivered to kids whose lives are forever changed the instant they have their first FMSC meal. So when I talk to you tonight and say Dorcas, or Leveda, or Brian, or Leon, or Humphrey, or Bright, or Fancy, or Tabitha, or Emmanuel, these are real kids whose lives are forever changed. I talked to that school just a few months ago. Those kids are taking a bag of food home on the weekends. They used to come back to school on Monday after not eating for 3 days, and it literally took them till Wednesday until they were okay to go to school again. Now they're coming back to school on Monday, having eaten all weekend, and they're different students. What you did tonight was super fun, and those numbers are amazing. Kids' lives are forever changed, but I want you just to know, kids' lives are literally changed forever when they have a chance to have enough to eat. That's the story. So as you pass by, do 2 things for us. One, that you just commit to praying for that child by name this year. And the other thing I would ask, would you consider stopping by the marketplace on your way out for $106? That feeds that child for an entire year. Some of you are like, what? I have 2 teenagers at home by themselves right now. They won't eat tomorrow for $106, all right? But you can feed one of these children for real for an entire year for $106. That would be our hope here in Fargo. We keep coming back here. You guys show up, you pack food, you commit, paying for meals. We love coming to this community because you guys have stood with us for so long. And I was reminded again this summer just how important this food is. So give yourselves a hand one more time. Amy, come on up. I'm just going to share with you and then we'll close our time together.
We're very grateful y'all are here today, that you guys came and packed, that you have come over and over and over and over the last 11 years. And tonight you did an amazing thing. You packed a whole bunch of meals. But we want to invite you to participate again. In a little bit, we're going to get a pray over this box, because we know that makes all the difference. But I'm going to ask you to do something for us. Pray that we... Because do you remember in the beginning, before we packed, what did we count to? What number did we count to?
4.
4. Every 4 seconds, someone dies. For something that's very, very preventable. I don't know about you, but that's not okay with me. When we can do something about it with the change that's in our pocket, or in our cup holder at home, or maybe in a little jar, that we can make a difference for as little as 29 cents, or as little as 106. I know what it costs when I go out for dinner with my family. If I skipped one of those, I could save a kid's life. Not just feed them. It literally is the difference between life and death in many of the places where our partners serve. And you saw that video. And Jackie was in there. And Linda just got back from serving for a month with Jackie. And Mark and I have been with Jackie. And I can tell you that in the Dominican Republic, just off the coast of the US, there are people who live in a tin shack with a dirt floor, pieced together power, and they're cooking their food,